we're not about teaching anything. What we're about is trying to bring together a coalition, if you like, of organisations that genuinely want to help drive sustainability, a low carbon economy in Europe, with the focus being about understanding what are the enabling technologies of that transformation. And that's the kind of the short way of describing our collaborative venture. Our collaborative venture's got three main outcomes, if you like. One outcome is that we want to build a toolkit to help any organisation out there in the world understand technology. So you can take any piece of technology that has the potential to deliver carbon abatement. By that it's reducing carbon emissions, and we can look at that. We can take that technology, understand its scope, understand what its potential impact could be on carbon abatement, and then we can say, well, what are the technological barriers here? What are there technological gaps? Are the enabling technologies mature enough to make this product or service work? And then we say, what are the barriers to adoption, the social barriers, the economic barriers, the political barriers? What are those barriers to adoption? And then, given the technological gaps and the adoption barriers, what's then the compromise? What's the business as usual? How is that going to affect its potential? And if there is a negative impact, then we can start to say, well, what as we as policymakers, as academics, as industry, what are we going to do about that? So we can then start to make recommendations to policymakers, to business leaders and to academics to say this is what we need to see happen out there. And that's basically the fundamental basis, if you like, of our project. And in going through this process, for example, Microsoft have commissioned us now to look at cloud computing. So they're really interested in what cloud does and what it doesn't do. And so we'll take you through that process. We'll say what's the scope, what's its potential impact in 4 different European countries, what are the technical gaps, what are the barriers to adoption. Given those issues, what's going to happen really? So what do we need to do to really deliver that promise? And there's other companies now coming forward and saying, well, we're interested in this technology, we're interested in that technology. And the outcome is that we'll build not only the toolkit, but also a series of case studies, which then the likes of Microsoft and the SAP and WWF, who have already been involved in our work, they can then take those case studies to help lobbying or to sharpen their own business practice. And so the big focus for us here today is sharing this to the community here as part of their CSR practice, as part of their new product development practice, and saying, look, this is out there, this is something that we can offer. This is the group of people that have already come together. Would you like to get involved?